Hello everyone, how are you doing? So I started the third game of the EGC promo match. This is the special match that I am playing against a Russian team, five Russian players, and this is a best of three. So when one side wins three games first, the match will end. At the moment, I am leading by 2-0, so if I win this game, the match will be over. So let's see. Today's opponent is Timur Sankin. I think he's 6 dan or 7 dan. I don't remember exactly, but he is very strong. And especially, I prepared this picture for you. This is him in the 2015 European Youth Go Championship. He is teaching Go to Russian children, and I think he's a great teacher. The other day, I had a chance to watch him teach these kids, and of course, I couldn't understand what he was saying in Russian, but it seemed like Russian kids were following him very well. And he's a very strong Russian player, one of the top, although he's not professional. So I am very looking forward to today's game. And we started the game about 6-7 minutes ago. And it's an even game. By random choice, I got black. And then we started some opening. I started with the 2-4-3 points. And when you see me playing like that, you can see that I'm very serious. And then I approached here, white pincered with this low 3 space pincer, and then I played over here, and then white took the corner, and then I came here. So this is what happened, and I'm going to play over here. So, oh yeah, the subtitle says he's 6 dan. But you know, European Go Federation rating is not easy to go up. So when they are 6 dan, they are really seriously 6 dan. So that's, yeah. I was going to say something, but then I forgot. Anyway, let's look at the game. At this time, white has 2 or 3 choices. The first one is to kick over here and then answer the corner. The second one is to just answer the corner. And third one is to jump here first. If white jumps here, black will jump out. And usually white kicks over here. And then black can extend here and then white would answer. Or black could like Hane. Yeah, Hane and then Atari and Hane and double Hane. I think that's one choice black has. And then I think black could also do the knight move at that time. Anyway, white didn't exchange this one before this kicking, so I'll just answer over here. White will be coming back to the corner. I think knight move is more common, but they are very subtle difference. And at this point, I'm going to play this capping move. Then white will probably come out around here, either diagonal move or one space jump. And then I'll be jumping out over here, probably 2 space jump. I can also do the 1 space jump. And there are pros and cons. 1 space jump is slower but more solid. 2 space jump is safe because it's peeping is sente. But then once you peep here, there isn't much aji in the corner. For example, without this exchange, there is this 3-3 point invasion. So supposing you don't want to pivot over here, this two-space jump is a little thinner. But then, as you can see that it's faster. And then after that, there's this diagonal move, which is good. So we will see. I think for white, it's one of the two. This diagonal move or the one space jump. White could consider this attach as well. And that could be a little complicated. Seems like I'll have to hane. And white can take back over here. Then I'll have to come out. Attaching over here could be possible too. Anyway, over here you notice that white pushed 3 times. I mean, white has 3 stones over here. Usually white pushed once, many years ago. But it was relatively recent development that white started pushing one more time at f17. And that was because by pushing here once more, white can relatively be sure that black can't attach over here. So there is some room for black to still attach over here, but it is a big difference between the jump over here g17 or push here and jump h17. So you can understand it as a territory-oriented choice. I just got a notice from KGS. Okay, so no problem. Did you see the notice? I'm not sure if that was shown in my recording, but it seemed like he lost connection. So they noticed that he was out of the room, but then he came back. So he played over here, which I didn't expect at all. Could this really work? You know, this move is a little too far from these 2 stones. So I'm thinking about my options to split these 2 stones from this one. This move over here is good when white wants to develop something big in the lower side. But in this situation, it seems too thin. My first instinct is to peep here and do the knight move. And my concern would be that when I peep here, white wouldn't connect directly, but attach here or do stuff like that. So I'm wondering if I should just do the knight move without peeping. But then there is this attach over here and maybe cut or coming over here. So it's a little complicated. I could attach over here, but then white can hane, etc, etc. I don't know. Maybe I'll peep here anyway. And then if white attaches here, I'll answer on the start point, I think. Because I don't want white to get any other sente moves. For example, if I extend, which is common answer to this attach, white can get this one space jump also sente. Then I'll need to connect, and white wouldn't need to connect over here because it's already secured. If I answer here, then White doesn't have any more meaningful sente moves around here, and eventually white will need to connect this one. Not necessarily by playing here though. White can connect by, for example, one space jump or this diagonal move. Hmm. White didn't even try to do that. So I'll push. If white gets caught over here, that will be very good territory for black. So I wonder what white is thinking. If white just extend over here, for example, then black will follow, and this will be too good. So theoretically, white should block, but when black cuts here, I am not sure if white has any good follow-up after that. It seems like white is in trouble. Mm, okay. I guess I'll come out here. Yeah, this is no good. This is too good for black. Also, there is still some weakness in the center. There's this peeping and the knight move. Mm-mm-mm. Then let me pincer over here. If white jumps, I can follow. If white does that, I'll jump over here. If white wants to develop the lower side, white can approach from this side. Then I'll be going out. So this is not the end of the game, of course. It's not like that terrible. But just by looking at this result, I think it's good for black. When white approached here, I could also go to the side right away. But then by doing this, just coming over here is a little loose. I could do the diagonal move. Yeah, that could have been another choice. Then white would come over here and I can take the lower side. Yeah, that could have been nice too. But usually when I want to come to the lower side, I like to pincer using this one in particular. Because to this pincer, the most common answer is the two-space jump. And then when I do the two-space jump, I am coming to the lower side, like automatically. So I like to have that kind of flow. If white plays this knight move, I could push here and cut, or push over here. Maybe I'll push over here and take the corner and side like white did over here. So he's spending some time choosing Joseki. In opening, it seems very easy, but this kind of choices, choosing Josekis or the types of pincers and invasions, it's very important. So many professional players like to spend quite a bit of time in opening when there are only a few moves played. For, I think, amateur players, it seems almost the same anyway, but depending on your playing style, the opening can be quite important. Like some people, they play much better when the game is like flowing in their own style. Like if they like to fight, they want to have an opening that can be a base for good fights. Or some people much prefer a game with much territory base, and then they don't need to worry about like building more. In my case, I think I like balanced game, like not too territory oriented or too influence oriented. And I also enjoy fighting. Although I do not like the situation where I have to kill something. That is not fun. But other than that, it's quite fun. I like attacking, I like invading. Also, when I was small, I loved solving life and death problems. But the problem was that in actual games, you don't encounter too much life and death situations, right? So I was trying so hard to create those situations, and that would usually ruin my game. If I look back, those life and death problems, it helped my reading a lot. And reading, it affects everywhere, opening and mid game and end game. So you don't have to have life and death situations to use your skills developed from solving life and death. But at the time, I feel like my efforts was wasted if I didn't have those situations in my actual games. But when I look back, I see that I benefited a lot from those problems. So in general, my advice for people who want to get stronger is to play play serious games, like not too fast, but like long games. Get review from stronger players and do regular life and death problems. Those three things I think are the most important elements. I hope he didn't lose his internet connection again. His time is going, no problem, but it seems like he is spending so much time for one move. And he's been playing relatively fast so far, so it's a little suspicious. Anyway. Ooh, interesting. So that's another Joseki, I think. Not I think, it is another Joseki, I know for fact. And I push here. I thought I forgot how to answer this move for 2 seconds. But then I realized that I knew how to handle this. So I should be fine. So here white usually extends here, and then black comes either diagonal move or the knight move. And then white connects. And then black sometimes pushes over here or sometimes tenuki and come to the lower side. White can also block over here. And at that point, black could either cut here or just come to this side. I think I wouldn't cut here at this point because when you cut here, white would atari and push. And then white comes back to the corner. And the point of this Useki is that black would get the center and white gets the corner. But with all these white stones in the center, I wouldn't want to build my wall in the center. It will be very difficult to use that. So these two are more common answers. He played over here and I don't really know what to do with this one. But I would assume this is similar and I'm going to jump over here. I could also do this two-space jump. It seems very safe, but also somewhat loose. Yeah, I like tight moves. So let me do this one. And then after this one, pushing over here is a very pleasant move for black. Like this. Because this is forcing white to connect. And then white can't really do either this one or that one, because then another pipping would be a little painful. So white would connect, most likely. And after that, I'll do the diagonal move to go out to the center. Then white could continue by pushing over here or attaching over here. This attach could be also possible, but then this white group will be a little weak. If white builds in this side, I'll have to see if I can invade at some point, because this is so wide. I wouldn't want to allow white take this whole thing. So there's this 3 points over here. Or I could come down from the center like about here. Or depending on how strong I am in this corner, I could invade from this side too. And then there's some room to come over here. At this point, I think white really should connect here. I don't see any other good option. Yes. And I'll do this. Then I think white should push here before black comes here first. Yes. Then I need to answer. I could either jump or extend. I guess I will extend. About the same. Then I'm curious to see what white chooses. White could jump from this side and secure this group. That would be a safe choice. White could also attach from here, try to build the entire territory over here. That's a very strong move, but also risky. So white came over here. So I have interesting situation here. I could be just jumping out and white would answer the side. And I think that's playable for both. I could also start this invasion, and that will be a little risky. I will have to save both this corner and this side. I think that is possible, but as I said, that's a little risky. I could also take the corner here, and after this move it becomes easier to invade to this side, and there's no one move that white can play and surround this area completely. So actually I am inclined to take the corner. Yeah, I guess I'll take the corner. Plus when I do that, it's also taking away white's eye shape. So later on it helps black to attack this group. So that was just an exchange. White is not going to answer this one. White could exchange this Atari, but that's not very important. So at this point, white could either come to the lower side somewhere or start attacking these 3 stones. But coming around here for the 3 stones will make things very complicated because this white group is not very secure yet either. So I need to go out. I wonder if I can do this one. But maybe there is some aji. I guess I'll do that one. So when things get complicated, it usually results in no territory for either side. You can see that when white is like out over here, there will be no territory for me, and probably a little bit or nothing in the corner. So supposing I end up only the territory over here and here, it's very important for me to invade here so that white wouldn't take this entire thing. That would be too big. But now that I got this corner, it's easy for me to get inside here, for example. And there won't be much risk of that. Oh, I didn't realize that white was already in Byoyomi. Here I think white should push this side. And when white does push, I wonder if I should jump or extend. One problem of extend is that when white comes here, my shape becomes very annoying. And I wouldn't be very happy with that. I could jump, and if white attaches here, I would come out. And I don't think white can cut me like this. So it seems like jumping makes sense. Okay, let's do that. And then white could come over here. And then if I connect, it becomes the same shape. White comes over here. And I don't like that. When white comes here, what should I do? I could peep here. But when white connects, my shape is still thin. And after this white move, there's this block. So I'll have to answer. Maybe one space jump. Another thing I can do is to come over here when white plays here. Anyway, this is very good move and no use playing this. Tiger moss. Theirs is peeping anyway. So for now I need to answer the corner. And white will eventually need to exchange this one. White would do that. I'm thinking maybe I'll connect by playing over here. And then white would do the knight move. I'm going to exchange the corner. White will extend. I'm afraid I will need to answer once more. But because white's connection is so thin, white will probably take another move around here to strengthen white's shape. And that would be my timing to invade over here. Or I could try to attack this white's group, since I'll have all the center moves around here and white can't live in here. But as I mentioned before, I don't like the I don't like the situation where I have to kill something because that's so risky. And usually you have nothing left when you fail to capture. When you're casually attacking, you don't have that kind of pressure, so it's more fun. You just have to get 5 points here and like 5 points there, and your opponent's group is still not alive. That's the fun situation. Anyway, so I think white will extend. But of course white could tenuki here also. Like jumping over here is another option. This one is an interesting choice because there is this cut. So that means I need to connect. And of course white will come here. And I can't let white block me like that. So I'll have to jump. And white will have the chance to come back to the lower side, and that will remove my invasion. That's no good. But maybe I'll see what happens when I attack this group. You see, there are some center moves for me around here. These 3 stones, they are weak when it's split from this side. But maybe first I should push this one. Otherwise, when white comes around here, my group will be pressured. So my plan is, white answers here, I push this one. And most likely white would hane and extend. I can exchange this one, very pleasant. And then come around here. Or this, yeah, around here. I did that and I'll do this. If white doesn't answer this one, actually there's no way for me to cut directly. I could do the diagonal move and white can come out by this empty triangle. The shape is very ugly, but that's worth consideration, I think, if white wants to come around here first. By the way, I was looking forward to playing Ilya, but if I win this game, the match will be over. That'll be too bad. But of course I wouldn't lose this game to play Ilya. I guess I could play Ilya no matter what. Maybe he will be interested. Anyway, so I exchange this one. It must be very painful. I'm so sorry. But, you know, you should do this before white comes around here or here. You might lose the chance. Sometimes you want to save these kind of sente moves for code threads, for example. But in this case, when white comes around here, there is a chance that white's 3 stones will be alive without connecting to this. So I wanted to exchange before white has some moves around here. Even now, white could try to do this kind of move. That is possible. But if black can cut here in sente, these 4 stones will be weak also. But it seems like white is thinking about that option to live inside instead. If white answers here, I wonder how I should attack this white's group. I could do this knight move. Very safe and solid. But when white comes out, I don't see a good follow-up. I could start from here, a little far away. I wonder if I should peep here. And I think maybe now white would block from this side. And that would leave the 3 points, but who cares? Now it's more important to protect the center, right? So maybe about here. That makes sense, right? Does it? What about like here? So deep. But then white would push here. Then I can block. And white would cut. And I can extend. I kind of like that option. So if I do that, and if white answers from here, there is this attach. Very powerful cut. And if white pushes here, I block. White cuts, I extend. And the point is to sacrifice this 1 stone while surrounding this group. Okay, yeah, I think that works. So let's try. It's a very hardcore move, but I think it could work. I think white had the chance to exchange this extension. Maybe even later white can do that, but not having this exchange gives some opportunity for black to hane here first. and that's very big. But of course, right now the center is so important that no one would look at this. So white didn't answer at all. I'm going to push this one. And things are getting complicated again. White can't connect to this side. So either white can try to cut and capture these two stones, or let black split these two. So I can't cut. I can cut, but then after white comes out, there are two weaknesses that I will have to fix. So I'll do this one instead. And then if white blocks, there is this Hane. Or actually I could also do the tire mouse right away. And then when white connects over here, I can try to leap inside by coming over here. And then push here. Yeah, that would leave for sure. When black lives in here, white would lose all this territory. But if white gets Sente and exchange this and around here and get all this territory on the upper side, then you never know. So should I Hane here? Or extend? Or come over here? Or do that. There are so many options and I'm not sure which one is the best. I guess I will extend. White's capturing this one stone is very thick place. If I get the chance, I would love to connect this one. But let's see. If white comes over here now, I will need to jump here first. And if I get the Sente, I will Hane this one. But I'll have to see if I can get Sente. That's a good move. Okay. So I'm trying to exchange some stuff before answering this one. Because if I just answer, this exchange makes too good for white. But in any case, this was very good move. And now I don't really have these 3 points anymore because I made this bad exchange. And I suppose this exchange is to exchange this one, this diagonal move. There is no cut over here. I wonder if white is planning to exchange this one first and then capture this one stone. Yes, so that was the white's plan. And I'll do this one. Then I will Atari here. And then extend, I guess. Or, wait a minute. Maybe I'll Tenuki at this point. Can I Tenuki? White can connect here and then peep here. Yeah, that's no good. Okay, I'll do this one. I mean, I think I could live inside, but that will be just too much headache. Better to be safe. So if white blocks here, theoretically I could Tenuki, but I think I won't bother. It's just big by itself. I'm not sure which one is better. Maybe this one, surprisingly. But it makes sense. Yeah, okay, I'll do that. It looks strange, but what I was trying is that when white has stones around here, and supposing black's totally disconnected from this side, this move is like making sure that this black group is alive. Either this connection or that connection, white could come over here, diagonal move, or disattach, and then try to kill this black group. And I just wanted to make sure that this group was alive. That's all. Anyway, that move is another very interesting choice. And I think I'll just ignore this one, because either connecting or coming out seems bad. So what I'm going to do is to do this knight's move over here, and then if white somehow surrounds the center, I should be able to live inside. I'm thinking maybe disattach. Hope that works. If white comes over here now, Then I'll have to jump this one or tiger mouse and then connect to this side. It's too bad that there is no center moves I can do around here. Capturing this one stone was very thick. I wish I could save this one stone. But I did so much in points by living in this area. I shouldn't complain about losing this one stone. When I get the chance, I want to exchange this Sente, extending and Hane. And also this knight move to the corner will be the biggest place after settling on this side. It seems like white's best choice is to do this knight move and push me to the center. There are there aren't many points in the center, so that would make sense. Yes, that is the best choice. And I have to go to the center like that. And white can Atari here. Atari would be better than the extension. When white Atari is here, I will need to extend. White can take this one, but black would jump. So could be that white's better off not taking this one. Anyway, I shouldn't have a problem to connect to this side. And I do this. At some point, white will need to come back to the upper side. Once black attaches here, then I don't think white will have much territory. Right, so white will have to have the upper side territory. The best way to get the territory is to push here and jump. Then I would push here and white would extend. And then I could come over here and exchange this one. White could try to attack this group by like attaching over here, and that's a little complicated. I guess I will do this diagonal move or the knight move. When black gets stronger around here, white might need to come back here though. Otherwise black can jump and these three stones can be cut off. You know, this black group is completely alive with this one eye and two eyes. And that's why white needs to be careful in attacking this group. Oh, that's so big. Oh. That's painful. I will exchange this one. I know it's very risky, but I can't really answer this one because I'm already disappointed that I didn't get to do that. So it's the kind of rebellious spirit that once white took here, you don't really care if white gets here again. Plus, when white harness here, I can still extend and get a little bit of what's left. Um, yeah, I'm not too happy about it. But what can I do? I already chose this one. So I have to keep going. There's no going back. Well, at least once I come around here, white will need to live with this group. Okay. I guess that's big, so I'll answer that one. And I can block this one. And well, it seems like we are getting into the end game stage. White has this corner and that corner, a little bit in the center. It's not clear whether white will have much territory with this group. And for black, black has a little over here, and this corner and that corner. And this is a very good way of removing my potential area in the center. Then I guess I'll do this one. It should be Sente. And this one. And then I wonder if I should come from this side or that side. I guess this one is better. Okay, let's take here. White will probably come from this side. And then I can attach right away. Yes. That's nice. It works, right? Yeah, it does. So white has to answer from here. And I will extend. Then if white doesn't answer, there is this attach. So white will probably answer again. And now we are really getting into the end game. So around here white is a little thin and I want to do something about it. I wonder if I should do this one space jump. But when white peeps over here, there's some concerning weaknesses around here. So I don't know, I'm not sure. If I do this knight move, what would white do? Yeah, maybe this is a better approach. If white pushes here, I can attach. And if white blocks around here, the exchange would help. If white connects, I can get in. Or I could peep here first and push. I doubt I can capture anything, but it will be still very good endgame. So there is 13 points here, and that's about 20 points. Maybe here about 8, 6, yeah, maybe 6, 7, yeah. If it's 7, wait, is this really 20? Yeah, I guess. Then it's 40 and about 45. I have about 15 here and 10, 6, 31, about 41, 45. Wow. Yeah, it seems like I need to do something, because otherwise the game is closed before Komi. And here I'm very thin. I'm realizing like I will need to extend, but then white can push here and cut. I mean, I guess it doesn't really work, but there are so many aji around here. Oh no. So it seems like I really need to do something around here, otherwise I'm in a big trouble. Wait. Oh. um. I don't know what to do. Okay, I'll push over here. That should be center, right? There is this attach, but white can easily get center by exchanging this one, and then when white pushes here and cuts, I wasn't sure what I would do next. So it seems like if I want to get sent there, I should do something around here first. Hmm. Okay, while I was exchanging this one, I decided that I will answer here because with this one I can save these 3 stones and also connecting these two, and once I'm connected I can do this attach. So overall it's good worth of one move. Mhm. And before I answer this one, maybe I'll... No, actually this is too big. So let's do this one. Mhm. Okay, now I have the sente and I'll see about this. Over here. And where things haven't really changed, right? So I should be still behind. So if I don't get anything from here, hmm? Is what? Is does that work? I am very puzzled. What? I can't understand the purpose of this move. I see now. If I block from here, white would peep this one. And then I'll have to connect and connect. I come here and white follows. And then white can kind of cut me here. If I block this one, I suppose white wants to do the diagonal move. And then if I try to cut, I don't know what happens if I try to cut. But my shape is very bad after all. So I guess that is the whole purpose. So white could do the diagonal move here. And then if I try to cut, after doing some sente moves, white can exchange this one and then connect somehow. Seems like I need to connect here. Um, and then I would do this. You know what? If I don't do anything, I think I'll lose anyway. So it might not work, but I'll try anyway. Does that sound okay? Oh, I don't know. I mean, at this point, white could do this actually. Anyway, white is in Byomi, right? So it's a bad strategy, but I can hope that white might make a mistake. Anyway, so you can see that I am trying to cut these 3 stones from here. Problem is that white can exchange this one and do this knight move, and I think it is connected. That means I will have to somehow come back. Actually, that's not true. I can still do something. Yeah, I think I can still do this. can I? Um, hmm, all that. Hmm. Well, if I can get these 3 stones, that will be enough for me to um, turn the game around. Or even these 2 stones. That's good too. Hmm. Mhm. I think that was just an exchange. There is no cut of this group. Mm, I guess white could do this one. But if white do that, I can maybe come around here and do something about that. Mhm. Um, so white can capture these 3 stones, but white can't really cut this one. So white could cut here. I wonder if white is trying to cut this one and capture this black group. I have a feeling that that is what white is thinking. And that's very scary. But white's group over here, it's not really alive either. Anyway, I think I can live in the upper side. This diagonal move is sente and I can do that. Um, okay, I will take this one. And take that one. And then maybe exchange these two. But then after this, is this white screw alive if I come here? I mean, that's very questionable, right? Hmm. Wait. Yeah. I mean, let's do this first. Ah, wait, it is alive. Phew. Okay, so I do this, right? Yeah, you do that. So I do this. I capture these 3 stones. And then when white takes this one, I will exchange these. Or I don't exchange those, but just capture that. Because this screw is already alive, when I do that, white comes here, and this is one eye, and there's one half eye and one half eye here, because white cannot tarry here. So that means white is alive. Is that Sante? What if white attaches here? Then I tarry here, and that's cool. I don't know, but I can do cool. Where is my code thread? I mean, white's code thread around here, I don't have to answer. I can take here. Oh, but then... yeah. I don't know. It's so complicated. But it seems like if I live in this corner, I would win. I mean, I should win. This is so big, right? These are the 8 stones, so about 20 points. Seems like I can answer here and leave. That's simple, right? Yes. I think white should have attached it here first. Yeah, this is easier for me. Oh, that was a very difficult game. I think now I am confident that I can win. But if I didn't get to capture around here, it would have been very difficult. I don't know where I would have made that komi. Black and white both had about 45 points. So I had to find a place to make the komi. Ah, this is very annoying. Which one is better? I guess here. Okay, yeah. So my corner is alive. No problem. And while I took that, white only got to do some endgame over here, which is not as big. So I should be ahead if I'm not crazy. Connecting this one stone is a good place. For white, this push would be the biggest one. So I'm expecting white to push over here. And then I think I will attach over here. White will probably extend and I capture this one stone in Sente. White take here. And then I connect this one. And when I connect here, it's not necessarily Sente. So white could hane this one. I wonder if I should save this one instead. Oh. So because white chose to save this one stone, now things changed a little bit. And here I'm pretty sure this is bigger now. Because there is this cut over here. the corner should be safe. It's wide enough for black. And white can, yeah. I do this. So white is doing this not because it works, but because that's good exchanges for endgame. White is forcing me to take these two stones by playing inside my territory later, which is very good strategy. So I do that. And then I also need to come over here. Or maybe here. I guess this is a little better. Wait. That this one has a bit of bad aji. Oh, what? I don't know. I was thinking about playing over here, but then when white throws in and connects, I'll have to play 3 moves inside. And I thought maybe it's better to exchange that. But I'm not too sure if that was better or not. Oh, my laptop is out of battery again. So I think I'll have to pause here and then I will come back after the game is over, okay? It's all end game and I guess I can tell you more when the game is finished. So I'll pause here and talk to you soon. Hello. So we just finished the game. We scored and I won by 11.5 points. At the center, it was too big. So yeah, I guess the match is over. But for the last game, I feel like I was so lucky to have all this in the center. And if it weren't that, I think it would have been difficult for me. There was some weakness of white around here, so I was planning to do something about it, but it seemed very difficult to capture anything. But eventually I did capture this around 20 points, and white did gain about maybe 5 points over here and 5 points over here. So overall I think I gained about like 10 to 15 points and I won by 11 and a half. And at the end of the game there wasn't much special happen, so you didn't miss much. But if you are curious, you can check out the SGF. So that was the game, and I was very happy in the opening. after this result, and things seem to be going well. But then I guess White's capturing this one stone was really important, I think. And then White got the Sente and came over here. And although I did get to reduce the upper side, White got this corner over here, and then my center got weak. So maybe that's how the game became very difficult for me. So anyway, I think that was really good game, and I'm happy to say that I won. And next video will probably be about just the normal game on Taijam. So I'll see you on next video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.